Good morning. This is Ask Marie with episode 4 of Married at First Sight, season 10. Now, this morning I'm going to talk about Meka and Micheal and Taylor and Brandon. Now, it seems as though Micheal, they started out where Meka has said that Micheal has exceeded her expectations. Now, this was in the first 12 hours of marriage. As time goes on, a lot happened in the next 24 to 36 hours of that marriage, to the point that Micheal has left the bed. Micheal has made it plain to Meka that if the marriage is not consummated within the honeymoon time, that he don't think he can go forward with the marriage. He seems to be one way on camera and another way with her, and it's very, very frustrating for her. She said that she's upset because he told her parents, when they asked him about sex, he told them that it's up to Meka. I'm following her lead. And when he gets in the bedroom with her, he tells her, if we don't have sex, and I'm saying sex instead of making love, because this is like a loveless relationship so far on Michael's part, that if they don't have sex within the honeymoon period, he doesn't think he can go forward with this. It appears, and it may appear to a lot of people, that Micheal could use some counseling. He has left the bedroom. This is their second night of the marriage, and he has told her he's going to sleep on the sofa. They did not even get to the bed the second night. Do you think that he will eventually come back to the bed? Because he's old enough to know better than to do something like that, even if he hasn't been married before. He's been in other relationships, and even before they got married, he said he wanted all natural. He didn't want her to wear weaves, no wigs. He wanted natural. Well, he had me fooled when he smiled when she was walking down the aisle, and I'm sure he had her fooled too, because she said he had exceeded her expectations. That smile said that he was pleased with her. And apparently, his actions within 24 hours say that he is not pleased with her. I'm not sure that Micheal even knows what he wants in a wife. He seems to be the kind of man that may be getting married several times and still not be happy. The problem is where? Is it within Micheal, or is it within the women that he married? Now, her family asked him, has he ever cheated in a relationship before? And he says, well, not physically. I cheated emotionally. He was honest with that. I guess he was honest, because it seems as though what he's saying on camera is one thing and what he's saying to her is another thing. You don't know exactly what to believe when he speaks. And then you got Brandon and Taylor. I really I'm kind of convinced that this is a perfect match. They're blending very well so far. They're blending very well. They're saying nice things to each other. He has expressed on and off camera that her happiness is of utmost importance to him. And in her actions, she has expressed that his happiness is of utmost importance to her. Now, you can't miss with those kind of expectations. You can't miss. They care. One cares about the other, and the other cares about the other. And that's a positive. That's a definite positive. The chemistry is very, very strong between them. Taylor has standards. She's not going to sleep with a man that she just met, because she doesn't know that man. She has standards, but they are married. They both consented to this marriage, and they are married. But he's not going to push her into something that she may not be ready for. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But will this chemistry last? Or because they're flying pretty high now. It's just a matter of time. Will the chemistry last? And will they do what needs to be done to make it last? That's Taylor and Brandon. He talked with her family the next morning. They had breakfast with each other's family. And her cousin made it very, very plain as to what she expected from him, in that she expects him to take care of Taylor. Not so much financially, but just protect her. And her mother did not make that statement when she talked with him after the wedding. At the wedding, she seemed a little, insecure about talking to him. And Brandon, I'll admit, appears to have a very strong personality. He says he's shy. He says he's nervous. He says he's having an anxiety attack. But he takes charge. He takes charge of his own feelings. And he seems to be very happy, just as she seems to be very happy. They're on a journey. And both of them are aware that they're on a journey, and they like the experiences that they're having so far. Now back to Micheal. I'm concerned about Micheal and Meka because they're acting like total strangers in the presence of the other couples. They don't walk together. They don't hold hands. Meka is not happy. And with what this guy is doing and saying to her, should she be happy? Should she have reason to stay with this man after the 8 weeks? Do you think they will make it actually to the third day? Because he's sleeping on the sofa already. They're at odds. And he says he doesn't remember saying this, that, and the other to her. Which makes you wonder, does he have a mental problem? Does he need counseling? What's going on with him? Who in the world is he? It's apparent that there's not a lot of love between the two of them. Well, on his part anyway. But she is really, really suffering. Let me know what you think. Will he come back to the bedroom? Will they fall in love? And will they stay together? Don't forget to subscribe, and God bless.